Good Lord.
Are we streaming?
Yes.
Where's the streaming?
Yeah, where's the camera?
Oh, you're allowed.
Yep, it's on the screen. It's not on us this time.
Okay.
So you don't need to watch how we eat or anything. Okay, updates from me. Napa is a silver sponsorship. Just gave the check to Cooper.
Thank you, Napa.
Yeah, thank you, Napa. I don't think I have any. I can't think of any club updates. I don't think anything happened. Maybe besides it was in the spring that their thing. This is the graphic that we have. So he's gonna submit this to the display board for us. And then I pretty much will probably just use this on Facebook. I don't think there's a need to print out posters. It's kind of too late for that. And so I think we're just going to just share it on social media.
Sounds good.
That is all my updates. Cooper, any updates for you?
Camera's in the shop right now, so I can't drive around.
So sad.
But it's also one of the best sounding cars in Washington, officially. Yeah, I'm done.
Well, my update was gonna be also the.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
But you're good. No, I spent my spring break every single day grinding out my thesis, so 47 pages later. I'm done.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So
No, it's,
Oh my god.
But you're
that's
not done with it
so.
yet.
no, I'm not done, I still have like 30 more pages to go, but most of the hardest part is done, so we're
I
good.
can barely write an 8-page paper.
Me
Holy
too-
crap.
me too.
As you all know, May is no longer our secretary, so Marie is gonna fill in with that. When she gets here, so she'll be doing social media and she'll be doing the secretary position while we're here, so,
If you're watching this, we need officers still.
but, Houston Spring, any last minute details we need to do? We do need to pay for parking, unless you've already done that.
I haven't paid for it yet, but I have looked the IRS.
Yeah, so we just need to go, hopefully, yeah, I would just go sometime this week. And, you just have to go give them the IRI and they'll basically pay for it. Yes, however that
I'll-
works.
Yeah, I'll take time to walk over the transportation sometimes.
And then,
Pizza perfection, I can do warning of, assuming I have my
yeah, if you don't, just let somebody know. And we can figure out how to get it there. Tommy Gunn's supposed to be there, so I'll give him a little reminder. Other than that, I don't know if there's really anything that we need to do unless you guys can think of anything. I think everything's pretty self-explanatory. I think the event's at what, 1? I think 1 to 3 or something like that, so I would just arrive at like 12:45, 12:30, just so we're there for parking.
Are we gonna set up our table and everything?
Yes.
And
we
sell-
should. Yes,
sell
so we can
stuff.
sell some stickers and stuff. What do you have? You have the stickers,
Mhm.
and you have the tablecloth.
I don't think so, but I can definitely check when we get.
Because I think Marie said at Carbon and Chrome you have the tablecloth, but I'm not sure if she has it either. So somebody's got the tablecloth. We need a table, so we'll probably ask Everett if they have a table we can use.
Can we make sure we have the capacity to sell, or the capability to sell, on this weekend stuff there?
Yeah, we would just need a laptop pretty much. Yeah.
Wait, isn't it due this Friday? Or is it next Friday?
Oh no, yeah, it's due Thursday.
Oh, this
This
Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Mom, I know Mom bought mine, but yeah, we need to spend some money on that. So when we get the money from
Do you know how many more we need?
the 6. We have sold 9 out of 15, so we have to sell at least 15.
I'll buy one of the long sleeves.
My mom's gonna buy stuff, so.
Yeah, I wanna buy some, I wanna buy some stuff too. So, yeah, so we just need 6 more items to be sold and then we'll be good. I think another thing, maybe having, instead of selling GC, or, Mom's Weekend stuff, sell GC stuff, like have the availability for people to register at Houston Spring for GC. And so just having a laptop there, maybe 1 or 2 laptops there would be the easiest way, because they can just do it online, so. And if we, we probably won't get any older people there, but if we do, you can just have them do it right then and there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can think of regarding Houston Spring that we need to cover, discuss?
So,
Okay,
we're just doing upstairs.
yes, we only pay for upstairs. If we get more people, we can try to do the bottom. Usually people, like, they don't really, they'll come and check like that first, like the first couple, maybe 10 minutes into the event, because they want to check and make sure that all the cars are cleared out, that we're supposed to be cleared out, kind of a thing.
Even after the event, somebody will.
No,
Parking will come
yeah,
Before them like the first 10 minutes and then check.
So make sure that's clear for us.
Yeah.
not part of it.
yeah, and if not, so that's another thing we have to look out for too. If there are cars that are not supposed to be in there, document it and like keep track of it, how many were there, so we can get a refund back.
Those spots.
Or I guess ASWC can get a refund back for those spots. Cause I think they told us that last year too, so.
Take pictures too.
Yeah, moving on to Mom's Weekend. Mom's Weekend, the dates or the locations changed. So on Saturday it's Napa, and on Sunday it's O'Reilly's, because Napa's closed on Sundays, and so they want to be able to like let their employees go home on Sundays. So O'Reilly's will be on Sunday now, and that's pretty much it. It's in the WC calendar. It's in the Mom's Weekend calendar. It'll be in the Mom's Weekend pamphlet that goes out and printed. Napa's gonna put it up on their little billboard thingy up there, their little reader board. And again, pick one day you want, or you can do both shifts, whichever you guys want to do. Just trying to do this. I was hoping that we can pick 5 more sponsors. I don't know how you guys are doing on sponsor wise, contacting, any updates on that at all?
I did not contact all the ones from our most recent meeting, but.
I mean, it's up to you guys whether or not you want to, I mean, we've contacted a lot. And I mean, pretty much from here down is like not local stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the only local stuff we have left. So if we wanna wait until next week to do that, we can, it's up to you guys. Or if we wanna just pick 5 now, or,
Or we can pick 5 on our own.
yeah, that works too.
If that's cool, I can go and back my laptop and go through and add it.
Yeah, just make sure.
Guys got a cougar country out there? Big
Oh.
move.
Unless for some reason they come back into business somehow before
I don't,
GC.
we're just gonna say they declined on that one.
Yeah.
Also, Jiffy Lube, I can find a way to contact them online.
Oh,
Yeah.
like go
That's
and talk
fair.
to them or something.
Yeah, so you guys can just update this however you want, and then do your new thingy bobbers. I was hoping Marie was gonna be here, cause I don't wanna start, this donation card thing until she gets here, cause it's gonna, seeing as how there's 4 of us, it's gonna be a 4-person vote, since that's all the officers here. I'm gonna do it. So, is there anything that you guys want to talk about, event-wise, sponsor-wise?
Yeah, I know like a while ago, I've asked to go to the K if they could have like a big AEC member and
Yeah.
supporter sticker on the side. I don't know if you ever had to see if that was okay.
I know, I think it's fine, we just have to make it for them. The only thing
For
too, the
Aye.
5, the only thing too is they, will no longer be in their same location. They are finding a different location. So, I mean, we can totally make them for them, I just don't know if they're gonna use it until they move to a different location. But if you wanna be the point on that, you can contact Kirk and Rob and see what they wanna do
Okay.
and what they want it to look like.
What's Rob's last name? 'Cause I
Gordon.
have Kirk on Facebook.
Rob is, Rob Gordon.
E-O-R-D-E-N. And I think I put that Spring Fest is not gonna let us
Yeah.
do the show off thing, which sucks.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be a beastly.
It's
Oh.
not gonna be outside.
And they wouldn't let us line up the cars with it.
I don't, see, and I thought about it, the only reason I think they would say no is because I think they are gonna put like the tour buses and stuff right
Oh.
there. Cause you know, they block off that whole area.
Yeah.
So with the next street, what the street?
They don't, that, you,
I think they block off like up by,
they
or
block,
sometimes they block off up by, like,
it's like they do for football games, pretty much. So they block in front of Beasley, but then Fairway, where we staged cars, kind of, that would be open, cause they can't close that, cause they have to leave a path.
We could stage cars there if we really wanted to. On Fairway. Why? We can park cars out front of that. If they were, well, if they would allow us.
I don't think they would, and I don't think it would probably be a good spot to do that, because it's on the side, it's not really like
yeah.
prime spot, in, like, you know what I mean?
And honestly, I kinda wanna go to Spring Fest.
Yeah, and
And
like,
like, I don't wanna,
Yeah,
I
I
have to
really-
worry about my car sitting there.
yeah, that's fair, and I think that was Eric's point too, of having that available, so that kind of sucks, but.
Yeah.
What is I think we have cruise in the summer coming up.
Cruise in the summer is what date? Is the 20th, right?
You guys remember the dates?
Yes, it's Saturday because of, it's a Saturday because of Easter,
I won't make it.
suck. So,
Oh, maybe I have to check.
It's at 3.
April 20th at 3.
yes,
I might be able to.
Yay.
you go ahead,
Never.
just in time, please. Sorry. No, you're good. So cruise in the summer, we can do that next meeting, I mean, it's, what, almost a month away, so, I would, if possible,
Oh, I was gonna say, graphic design for that?
yes, so if possible, could you do that, and get something going?
I can start with funding request.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'll submit a
Go
graphic.
on food.
yeah, and I think we asked for like 1,000 coursework of food, and I think honestly,
$1,000.
yeah, and we got it, but I think it would, we need to get as much food as we can, because I think we're continually growing with people, and so I think we're gonna have a lot more people this year,
This one always gets bigger every year.
yeah.
This one really does get bigger and bigger.
And so like in this one, we're asking for food, we're asking for, a generator, like money for a generator. I don't think we can do that. Because it's technically considered equipment.
Even if we're renting.
They, in ASW's policies, is you can.
Always.
No, we haven't, we've used our money. We technically used your money and Club's reimbursed you for that. So we might have to use club money. It might be something that you just need to double check the rules for, because I know in their thing, it says that we can't use the money for equipment, like using equipment.
About how much has it been for generator rentals?
Not even $100.
What do we need it for?
Tommy
Tommy
guns.
guns.
And did we go to Safeway last time for food?
Yes, Safeway, go to Safeway because they can do an IRI. And an IRI is a lot easier than going to Walmart and trying to get cash, so they prefer an IRI, so.
I think I still have my document from when I did it last, that was just, a bunch of hamburgers and stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot, we got hamburgers, we got sodas, we got drinks, like, I remember Eugene and I went nuts for this one. So,
It's the last one.
the other thing, ice, make sure the ice bags in your list.
That
And I was so not happy, so I'd go back to the store and get like 20 pounds of ice.
Wow.
Yeah, so ice is a good thing. Ice, hamburgers, hot dogs, buns, condiments, silverware, plates, napkins, the essential things like that. Tomatoes, pickles, cheese.
Our super goods.
Yes. Another thing is probably you just have to confirm who would be doing barbecue, because I think we've used Eric's barbecue, we've used Katie's barbecue, I think we've used Mortimer's barbecue. So just trying to figure out barbecues.
Yeah.
I'm excited to actually go to this one. I
It's,
didn't go
it's,
last year because I think I worked.
a lot of people go, a lot of people like it, so.
Super good.
Yeah, so we can work more on that next week as well.
Okay.
Okay, now time for the good stuff.
So ask about for about like $900 for it. I think that's what that's-
Whatever we did last time, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's,
I should have it somewhere on here too.
I think
I think I
it's
did
in
that
the
on
drive
Facebook.
somewhere. Summer 2018. $937, but that was also paying for Tommy guns.
Oh, and parking, what do we need for parking?
Parking's free. It's on the weekends, it's a free lot.
We have to get close off.
And so that's the only thing we will I think I've already emailed, Ian about it, so I think he's got his penciled in for Cruise into Summer and GC already, so I'll just have to remind him when we get closer.
Quick question, is Nate still officer?
He resigns. I sent you the resignation letter.
You did? Where is it?
Should be in your WQ email. Hopefully.
I saw it.
So yeah, so I mean, you can probably still maybe ask for this much. I don't know, we're probably gonna still wanna keep the posters maybe, or like the little handouts, so we can just do the quarter sheets and hand them out at events.
Well, ask about a generator, because I mean, if we're paying for Tommy Guns to come here, or just like a rented thing. I'll ask him.
So, yeah, so it's $300 for Tommy Guns, since we're gonna do something different this year.
Should we contact him?
Yeah, I think I already have, but I'll send him a reminder for Boost in the spring and Boost in the summer.
I mean, like, contact him about the rate, so that would be enough to get him a banner. Like, or do we still want to try to keep it a surprise?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't watch the video, but.
So.
No, I don't, I think, wow.
Go back and go, hey, Tom, that was.
I don't know. If we want to give him money instead, we can do that too. I mean, we can just say, hey, use this money to buy yourself a dinner. We can do that too.
Or, like, does he already have like a design, or maybe we can try to make one?
Yeah, I think what he had like a paper sign that said DJ Tommy Guns, and then had little like music notes and little CDs. So, so anything probably would be better. Anything would be good for him. And I think so. I think it's BCU. I think he's who does it. Does the banner printing. Who we got ours through, and I think Taylor said we paid like $180 for it, which isn't totally too bad. So we might be able to ask and see if we can pay for the banner, like with ASWC sending money to get it done for him.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of basically like paying him, so it might work. We can make a case for it.
Yeah, I'll at least ask him and see what she says, and I can ask the designers to see if maybe they can design something.
Yeah. And then also be sure to keep it under $1,000. We can go to $999, but as soon as we pass 1,000, we have to do a presentation to get approval.
I mean, we could probably cut down some of the food. Like how much food did we use last year? Did we eat all of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least like
Smell.
hamburgers and hot dogs,
And it's
we use
always
all of it.
better to be over than under.
I think the only thing we really didn't use were the waters and the rest of the drinks, because I know we took shit to the waters home too. We usually do.
Whoa. Sorry, I saw the fattest piece of snow fall off the roof of that building. Swallowed it.
So yeah,
It's great.
anything else we want to talk about with Cruise in the Summer? That need to be talked about now. Okay. Moving on to the good stuff. So we have a project card available to us.
Looks pretty good.
Yes. So this is, the people are wanting to do this as a donation, and they're gonna use it as a tax write-off if we decide to do this. So, yeah, okay, so these are the pictures of the outside, and it is still at ICS. So I guess when you drive by, you can see it too. If we do wanna look at it, if we decide to do this and we do wanna look at it, we have to let the owners know ahead of time so they can call ICS and let them know. But this is the inside, so it is manual. It's got leather interior.
It's a legacy GT.
Yeah, so that means it has a turbo. It's got heat warmers, it's got all the amenities in it, sunroof, everything in it.
Fully loaded
Yes.
with leather, yeah.
So these are the stats on it. So it's got 212,000 miles, so it's kind of high in mileage. Well, really high in mileage.
It's a Subaru.
They did rally springs on it, has Philstein HD shocks, has a 5-speed in good condition, the clutch is in good condition, has stock springs, stock dampers. It does have BBS wheels on it, and they also have stock wheels with winter tires that they are willing to give us as well. Factory radio, I think he said he did something with the radio, I can't remember. I think it might be Bluetooth paired or something like that, is what his email said. Straight frame, clean title. So overall, it's a really decent vehicle. According to ICS, all it needs is a turbo and an oil pan drop. Turbos, like used turbos at most, probably go for $300, which is really not bad for us. I mean, with fundraising and stuff, like with the car wash coming up, we could probably easily do this, no problem. And then the oil pan drop, we can talk to Les Schwab or the Hive for doing, paying for labor. And they would kind of be like a sponsor for it. And so
Don't know.
Les Schwab might not be, but the Hive might. And do it as a sponsor, and we would kind of promote their business more for that. I don't know if I can zoom in. Oh, I can. So I'll let y'all read this on your own. But this is what the invoice says per ICS.
Does ICS a good job, by the way?
Yeah.
Import car service.
Like, I've been hesitant to take my WX anywhere because I don't know of a place that I have a chance to work on. So, if we were to do that, how would ownership work?
I'm getting there.
Oh,
No, I'm
sorry.
getting there.
Yeah. I'll just let you do your thing.
Okay, are we good with reading that all? So the pros to this, it's free, literally free for us. They're willing to just give it to us, and they're just gonna, and they want to do it as a tax write-off instead of cash. They don't really want to give it to us. for cash.
It is straight donation.
It's pretty much one of the main goals of the club. One of the goals is to have a space for members to work on their vehicles, and the other one was to kind of have a project car. So this is a really good start because there's not much to it that we have to do. It allows members to work on something besides their own cars. This is kind of a project that we can get everybody involved in if they want to, and we can work on it together. And then it shows that AEC can build a car or put in the work for a car, which I think is something that we're kind of lacking. We all do it to our own cars, but we don't really have anything that says, as a club, this is what we can do, kind of a thing to showcase what we can do. We do have the resources. We have the connections with people, with businesses, with members of the club who have businesses, members who have the knowledge. It's Subaru. Everybody here loves Subarus. A majority of people in our club has some kind of knowledge about Subarus. So if we run into a problem, you're gonna have somebody who's most likely gonna know about it or know how to fix it, and it'll have everybody kind of bring their minds together to figure out, okay, this is the problem we can figure out by doing this, this, and this. Everyone usually has parts for Subarus. It's really, I feel like it's pretty easy to get parts for Subarus, kind of around this area especially. With having a vehicle, it makes it easier to get sponsorships. People are more likely to give you a sponsorship for an object or a project that you're working on rather than an event, kind of a thing. Especially when it comes to cars and auto businesses, they want something to come out of it, kind of a thing. And then
Their sticker goes on the side of that.
yeah, it's just basically free advertisement for them. And of course, the vast amount of our members own Subarus. Cons to it: officers leaving / ownership 501c3, and we're going to get into that too of how we can kind of avoid this. Subarus can be expensive, but if we continue on the path that I'll say later, that it won't be expensive to really us. It won't really be hard for us. Higher mileage, of course, and then while it's in possession of the club, insurance, and so we can have either storage insurance or regular insurance. Storage insurance means you just can't
You can't drive it on.
You can't drive it on the road. Which means that you can get a temporary trip permit if we decide to do that, and that we have a driver who would drive it for this trip for this day of this permit. Or we can get regular insurance if we wanted to, which is a little bit more expensive, but depending on how long we have it, we can see from there. The financial stability of the club, we have $142 in the cash box. We have $1,000 in WSECU. We are gonna have more, but of course we can't, I wanna separate the money that we're getting for GC from what we already have, cause we gotta use GC stuff for GC. RSO, I totally forgot to look. So, but.
It's like $82.
Yeah, so not much, but kind of enough to get us started, and with the car washes coming up, we can definitely, do more car washes before the semester is done, do some more fundraising. Ownership. So the ownership of the car will belong to the 501c3, but it will be under the supervision of the president. So it will be under the supervision of me until we like change, until I graduate and everything changes. And the remainder of the board of directors. So you all, except for, and I think Marie's on the board of directors too, but you all are on the board of directors. So you guys are also part of this. So you would technically own it as well. But if we do this, I would want a legal contract drawn up. So we can go to WC Legal Services for this as well. But get a legal contract drawn up that states who the approved drivers are of the vehicle, who would be responsible for this, and then just so it's legal and binding, and so if somebody decides that they're gonna go take the car for a joyride and they don't have permission to drive the car, we have some backbone to it and can go back through it. Storage, temporary right now would probably be at a board of directors' house, one of your guys', our house, whatever we wanna do with it. In the contract, we would also have that, so like I said, if in the contract it states that I'm a driver, I'm approved a driver, that means Logan can't go drive it at our house, kind of a thing. So that's what the contract would state. The Hive is willing to store it and work out a deal with us, but once they get a new building. So that they said it might not be for a couple of months. So it would be kind of temporary housing at somebody's house, which I know we have room, we have street parking, and we can move it around if we have to.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a problem.
Expenses, who will pay for parts? So any parts that will be for the vehicle will be paid through the 501c3. So this will be through our bank account. So if an officer wants to buy a part, you can buy a part and donate it to the club, but you won't get a reimbursement for it. We want to keep it all clean, so all parts will come from our bank account. So if we get donations for the car and money-wise, we put it into the account and we use that money for the parts. How will we pay for the parts? Of course, donation of parts, donation of money, 501c3 money, and then sponsorships if we do have people who are willing to sponsor us. Now this is the idea. So the idea is to do a raffle giveaway at GC. So you know how we kind of talked about the big prize with the 50-50 card kind of thing, where you like pay $100 as a raffle ticket basically to get entered into this big prize.
Oh, and 50% goes to the club and 50% goes to a winner, or like.
So that's a 50-50 raffle. What we were kind of talking about
Yeah.
before was, so it was kind of a deck of cards. Everyone, you buy a deck of cards, there's only 52 cards available. Everyone buys a card for $100. Corner gets torn off, goes into a bowl, and that is drawn at the end of or somewhere at the point for them to actually win the item. So it's kind of just a basic raffle.
Okay.
And this would, and
That only limits us to 52 people if we do that, the deck cards.
which I don't think we would do. But as an example, if we did do this and we got 52 people to enter, and if it's $50 a raffle ticket, you would make $2,600. If it was $100, you would make $5,200. So this straight up pays for GC.
So what would the winner of the raffle get?
The car.
The car.
The car.
Yes,
Oh,
you would be paying $100 per raffle to get entered into winning the car. So we would fix it up. So we would put the turbo on it, do the oil
and
pack,
it's
and
only time
everything.
for GC. Is that-
Yep, and then get it ready for GC, and then you would raffle it off
I really like that.
as a
idea.
grand prize.
Because that would also solve the problem of long-term like
Ownership.
especially if the future of the club isn't
Right?
100% certain.
Yeah. And so with this, how we do it, a neutral person will draw the winning number. So that would mean nobody from our club would do it. So we could just have a random person. When I talked to the gambling commission, they said we could just have like a kid draw it, or we can have a parent draw it, or a random person.
Someone that hasn't bought a card either, or like bought a raffle entry.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
They just, when one of the stipulations was that if we were to do this, nobody from AEC could do it because it would be considered rigging, kind of a thing like that. But he said that doesn't matter. Anybody from AEC can do it. The officers can do it. It's just the people hosting. So like, I feel like none of the officers would be able to pull the card.
Pull the card.
Pull the
Because we
card,
would all
yeah.
have a chance at winning it.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you put in $100 for a card, that means you have a chance to win the card.
Yeah.
So if you pull it,
And you get your own name,
see, that's what I was saying. So it
Yeah.
should just be someone
completely random.
Yeah.
completely random that doesn't have any stakes in it.
Everything, yeah. So, and like I said, if we did $50 a raffle ticket, it's $2,600 if we got 52 people to enter. And with it being $50, I honestly see more than 52 people entering for a card that's
yeah.
like that.
For
So-
a $6,000 card.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and so we would be paying for GC. So the sponsorships that we're doing right now, they would matter, but it would not be so much stress because you would be paying for GC with just this raffle. And you would be getting profit with it.
Wow. Yeah.
So the legalities of the raffle. So we have to own the prize before giving it away. So whatever we vote tonight, what I'm going to do is email the owner, and we're gonna start the deal. We're gonna get the title in our
This
name.
passes.
Yes, like I said, if we voted. So we can put it in title purposes only, which will only put it in the club's name.
No plates on the card, that means, so.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to drive it on public roads without a trip permit. And then, so like I said, we would have to trailer it everywhere, or we would have to use a trip permit. What we do have to pay for is the tax on the value of the car, which is $120.25. Not too bad, that's all we are responsible for paying.
What about monthly insurance?
That's if we decide to put insurance on it, yes.
Okay, so right now we don't actually